Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Road to 56 mod here today on the channel. We're back with another episode of my Italy campaign. I hope you all enjoy. Alright, well thankfully the Soviet Pact and the USSR have kind of thrown in this one. Who's this? Oh, why do they own Odessa? The Republic of Crimea? Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. So, Poland has now joined the Allies. That's going to complicate things. Now we're further on the border between us and the Soviets. Alright, wars-wise, we've got the Italian-British War. Italy and the Reich have to capitulate. The Axis have lost 500k to 300k to the Allied forces. Britain only needs to capitulate for them to lose. We've got a Peruvian civil war going on. We've still got this Russian civil war going on, which is ballooned to 1 million. As now, yeah, the Japanese shogunate are on their side. I was thinking they might go down that route. As they're not in China just yet. Interesting. The Russian Imperial Protectorate. Yeah, it looks like the Japanese are supporting them in Eastern Siberia there. Okay, a weakened Soviet Union's probably going to do alright for us. Yeah, I'm surprised Australia's still there. Oh, I didn't even see this. The German Reich actually holds Vietnam into China. Okay. Oh, it does look like the Allies have successfully hit us here in Sardinia, but we seem to be throwing them back quite a bit. Greece is still holding, still having... in the Levant, it's a little bit back and forth. Wait, why are they all Romania? Why has Romania come into this? That's not good. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy now. As they've joined the Allies. Even with France going into its own faction, the Axis still seem to be winning. Oh, there's a small little uptick of the Silver Legion here in the States. Back onto research-wise, the Italians are trying to find improved submarines in 1940 and are improving their basic tank protection as well. They're currently supporting Albania at the moment. Trade-wise, we seem to be fine. Construction, we're improving our capacity. 59 military, 21 dockyards, 49 civilian. Production-wise as well. Still negative in the rifle. Number. Okay. Alright, the Republic of Ukraine is now a thing. Yeah, it does look like Swedish, German, and Italian forces can't seem to push into the Peloponnese here. Oh, and we have the Treaty of Moscow. Oh, wow. As Japan took 5 states. Seriously? But who are they, then? Wait, why are they still attacking them? Why are the Ukrainians doing that? Okay. Norway joins the Allies. Uh-oh. Yeah, so Japan is Korea. Oh, they actually took Vladivostok. Interesting. Wait, did the Brazilians get involved in this just then? That's going to complicate things if a naval invasion was to occur into the UK. Alright. I don't know if that's a good thing. I guess the Soviets, like being, the Soviet Union's now weakened, so they probably would have gone to blows with the Axis powers eventually, so making them slightly weak is probably not too bad. So at the moment, Axis forces still holding the majority of Europe. They have lost a little bit of power and influence in Africa. Oh, Yeah, Brazil joined the Axis. Oh, wow. And we're still dealing with the French and Allied alliance. The Spanish are not in. But it looks like Greece might actually eventually fall. As now the Turks have joined. Oh, well that's a huge chain of events. Look at this. Oh, that's what. Wow, how did the Turks come in? Never fear, Istanbul is here. They switched over to fascist. Oh wow, yeah, that's made a huge difference. That's helped with the supply down here as well, as the British have retaken Jerusalem from the Italians. Japanese Russia. What? Oh, they won in the end. I do like when that happens. I have seen it before, where they go shogunate and focus in eastern Siberia rather than China. Okay. The Empire of Manchuria. So yeah, so it looks like the Japanese now control the Kremlin and Russian Duma. Okay. Well, it looks like it's a pretty good push here, as the Greeks might lose Athens after all. I'm sure with this war going on, the Turks are probably going to want some territory there. And it looks like the fight on the eastern frontier in Romania is probably going to fall. What are these? Is that Brunei? Oh, no, that's Bulgarian units. Interesting. Alright. December 1939. About to get to 1940 now. The States are still yet to get involved. The Allies are still under the control of Neville Chamberlain. No Winston Churchill. And it's still the UK needing to capitulate. The Axis powers have lost 1.5 million to 1.1 of the Allies. They have now capitulated. And there are some... There are some small British naval incursions here. As D-Day has happened, Britain has landed in Normandy. Oh no. They've really got to cut that out. Denmark joins the Allies. The Axis are in a really good position here, but they've got to be careful because they might throw. Greece is still holding on to Athens defiantly. But as the Italians and Germans have capitulated the Kingdom of Egypt, and now they control the Suez, which is kind of massive, that's going to dictate the flow from basically the Pacific and any trade going through there. So now the Mediterranean is pretty much firmly turned into an Axis lake. And now the Italians are negotiating with their Finnish counterparts and training them in winter training. Okay. Democratic. Because depending on what the Japanese want to do is going to largely... They're going to make the Kremlin do whatever they want. There are some small, like, states, though. Belarus, Crimea, Karelia. Wait, the Japanese shogunate own... Wait, what? Oh, they own Lithuania. That's kind of strange. Alright. Looks like Italy is now mostly in charge of Bulgaria, Romania. The Turks have taken control of southern Greece. Got to give it to the Greeks. They are... Oh, they only just capitulated then. They are fighting to the absolute bitter end. My god. Alright. Seems like they're doing a bit better in South America here against the Brazilians, potentially. There's been some small little British incursions there, but nothing too crazy. Still got those naval invasions wanting to leave from Brittany to eventually get to the UK. But at the moment, it's still a 50-50 between the Allies and the Axis. They're actually sort of breaking even there. Oh, here we go. The Finnish and Swedish war. Oh, okay. How does that change things? We were just training the Finns, though. Doesn't seem like the Axis is getting directly involved just yet. I'd be interested to see where the Germans go. Favor quality, okay. And looks like the Italians are just trying to get their recruitable population up. Now sitting at 2.6. Iceland's joined the Allies. There was a white piece there, which is interesting. And it looks like the Axis are now focusing on conquering Norway, which is probably not a bad play. They don't have air supremacy over the top, unfortunately, but they're contesting the naval. As they do seem to be struggling to actually navally invade into the UK to finish off the Allies. Maybe taking Norway. Whoa, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Bless me. Bless you. That just completely bamboozled me. Right. Yeah, navally invading from Norway can be easier sometimes. Alright, back down here. So, it looks like Italy didn't go down a alternative communist path or try to rebuild the Roman Empire. They are firmly helping out the Germanic tribes by the look of it. Looks like Rhodes has fallen to Turkish occupation because that was under our control at one point. But it has now ballooned to 4 million casualties as the US and the Japanese Russian government seems to, for whatever reason, be quite neutral. Norway's now capitulated. That's huge. Yeah, and all that African territory is now gone. It's firmly under Italian control. That's massive. That's so much resources there. My. 27 divisions in progress. 162. They've upped their battalions by quite a bit. Oh, they've actually switched to concentrated. No, sorry. It was on no, I thought it was on dispersed. My bad. I usually go that. They're going to concentrated. Nice 1940 equipment. Haven't gone with maintenance or field hospitals, which is interesting. No heavy tanks, mostly light and artillery, focusing on a more of a naval approach. Engineering and industry. Haven't even bothered going down that. Intel-wise, I haven't really been looking at this. Alright, still building a spy network here in London. And just some various other operations. Trade is fine. We're not really importing anything. We're only importing rubber from the German Reich, which is still a little bit hard to come by. Construction-wise, still increasing our capacity in mainland Italy. Production is better now, and we're still running at a rifle deficit, which needs to be a lot better. But now it's ballooned to 1942, and it's another long war. Okay, as the majority of mainland Europe and the corner here in Scandinavia is now under Axis control. Looks like they're focusing on Africa more so. They're struggling to actually get naval supremacy, I'm assuming, here in the Channel. Yeah, it's just dominated by the British Navy. It's going to be a tough one. There are some naval invasions prepared by the German High Command into some of the islands, going into Shetland, the Falklands and whatnot. Believe, obey and fight. Continuing with 100% war support and stability. Okay, looks like the Brazilians are throwing back the Colombian alliance here. Yeah, the Argentine brought in the Argentine League. Man, if France didn't, like, go to war with the Germans or back Czechoslovakia, this could have been so much simpler of a campaign. Republic of China still quite strong. I wonder where they're going to lead in the end. And once again, are they going to go fascist, bring in the Tsar, or are they going to go democratic? That'd be annoying if the Ruskies end up joining either the Allies or the French alliance, which is now mostly been dissolved. Franco hasn't really joined anyone either. But things are starting to Turned into a little bit of a stalemate here at the moment. The only way to get this war wrapped up, as now balloons to 5 million lost, is the only way to do that is get rid of the UK. Italy has lost 1 million along with the Reich, providing 27% of the participation to their 61. But overall, what's happening over here? The Ruskies could have done a lot worse. They're being backed by the Japanese now. They did lose Karelia, Belarus, and Crimea, but like I said, it could have been a lot worse. Finland and Sweden are battling it out. I don't know who we're going to back in the end. War with Greece bypassed. Claims on Turkey. Oh yeah, because they're now in the Axis, right. But so far, we've got a nice chunk of the former Roman Empire territory. We've got the majority of North Africa. Unfortunately, Hispania is not under our control. Gaul is still under German control. The Kurds have come on in. Oh, they just got annexed super quick. Yeah, they're doing a lot better down here. In territory they actually can move from, the Italians and Axis forces. Yeah, it's like they're not even attempting. As it's about to go into 1941. Yeah, the longer this goes, there could be a potential skirmish on the Eastern Front, which is not good. And we're also allowing the Americans to come in. 1940, if the Americans come in, anywhere after that can be a major issue, because they have just been sitting there saving up all of their production capacity and efficiency. They've accepted our lend lease. Oh, here we go. Oh no! A puppet against Russia. Oh no. That's not good. We're still dealing with the Allies, and every time they actually, like, navally invade us, they actually do quite well. Look at this. They've nearly taken Paris. It's not because of the, like, air support they get. It's just their navy is so strong still. Yeah, pushing into Africa, I don't know if it's necessarily the play. Bit of a push here, though, with Siam coming in. Alright. German and Thai or Siam forces are fighting here, and... what is this? Burma. Uh-huh. Yeah, they really need to wrap up this war, the Axis, otherwise they're gonna potentially deal with the wrath of the United States. Construction, production isn't too bad. Oh, finally they've got a equipment surplus. Took them long enough. And any attempt into Great Britain seems to be thwarted. You'd nearly have to, like, bring in Ireland somehow if you could. What's the Germans doing? Increasing their U-boat effect. The Axis are doing alright. I'd say they're winning this war. Oh, it's actually at a status quo, as it's nearly ballooning to 6 million losses. They're in a good position. They just need to get into Britain. If not, the longer this goes, it jeopardizes the run. Especially with Turkey involved as well. It's actually like the majority of Africa now under Axis control. They only seem to be gaining territory here. Down in these African states. Which will be Kenya, Nairobi, Zambia, Uganda, sort of down this way. South Africa. South Africa is still a part of the Allies. Oh, hang on. What's going on here in India? They might leave in the end. That'd be huge. I'm surprised Australia and India haven't left the Commonwealth, to be honest. Oh, another naval invasion here, but the Germans have thrown back... What is this, D-Day round 3? And once again, the British are going to have to flee from Calais and Dunkirk. The Axis still seem to have double the divisions. Navy-wise, yeah, look at this. They had 110 subs at one point, the Italians. Now it's dropped off massively. Oh, wow. So unfortunately, on that note, guys, it's time to wrap things up here today. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you enjoyed this type of content, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content like this. If you want to see more from me, check out the videos on screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.